with a team that has such high expectations after what you accomplished last year and every year before that. And this year, everyone's talking about how good you guys should be with 5 returning starters. And, I mean, you hear things like, well, if they don't go to the Sweet 16, this or that. I mean, how do you like how your players will approach having that weight on their shoulders?
Yeah, we haven't really talked about that weight, to be honest with you. We haven't had a time so far where we've said, hey, this is our goal, this is what we want to get to, this is what makes a successful year, this is what makes a disappointing year. So I don't know. I guess I don't have a good answer for that. I think, to your point, each year people have expectations for our program. And each year our focus is, what are we doing now, what are we doing today? Let's make sure that's what we can accomplish and not really spend a lot of time on those other expectations. It doesn't mean we downplay our belief about how good we are and can be. It just means that we don't focus on it nearly as much as probably everybody else does. We have a really long season, as long as any. And we just kind of wait till we get closer to those other end game goals before we really even start talking about them. I think the team is excited. I think they realize they've got a neat opportunity here next year, the next few years, with the great players we return, the great players we have coming in. I think they'll be hungry to take advantage of it for sure. But I don't think they're just so worried about it right now that it's a burden by any means.
Sounds like maybe that would be of greater concern to you if this was new territory, but it's not, so...
Yeah, I just think we've been at this for a long time. We've had expectations for a long time. We've had a lot of success for a long time. And we have a really good plan on how to take that day by day, step by step, and not get ahead of ourselves, not get in our own way, so to speak, with worrying about the wrong things. So yeah, I think the team will do a good job with it. But they're hungry, no doubt. They're excited. But they're excited for the start of practice, for this process. They're not so much worried about what the end of the year is going to look like in practice.
I think we're all really excited. Practice starts at 1:45 today, and as you can see, girls are already out here about 40 minutes for a practice. And we're all really hyped this morning. We had lunch at 6:30 a.m., so we were just talking about it all day. In our group snap, we've just been talking about practice and how excited we are for a great season, with high expectations this year. And I think we're all really pumped and ready to set some goals and reach them.
You mentioned losing 2 seniors, Gabby and Chloe. Neither one of them started, but both were very valuable players off the bench and brought leadership too. I feel like you had a leadership role on this team last year too, but now being a senior, is that more important? Do you take that upon yourself this season?
Yeah, absolutely. We got some new faces on the team this year, so just getting them comfortable, telling them, how practices are going to be, what to expect, things like that, and then just, like I said, holding people accountable every single day in practice is going to be key this year.
When you have expectations as high as you guys do, and as much as success you guys had in the tournament last year, does anything change, or do you take the exact same approach you have the entire time you've been here?
I think we set the same goals, but we try to reach farther. Like you said, just making it to the Sweet 16, or almost making it to the Sweet 16. Now we got to get there, but we have to go farther than we did last year. And I think just working hard every day, and just competing with each other, and trying to beat someone out at a spot, just things like that. You just gotta just stay hungry and keep fighting.
Carrie just alluded to it. The expectations are very high. What kind of goals do you guys set for yourselves?
Well, I think that getting to the place that we did last year, making it to the NCAA tournament and winning the game was a huge victory for us, but I think that it's made us even more hungry to try and get to the Sweet 16 and try to even advance further in the NCAA tournament than we ever have before. Right now we're just looking at the first game that we have, trying to get better and get a win there.
Do you see younger players or newcomers that can step in and fill a role?
Yeah, I think our sophomores this year, freshmen last year, have definitely stepped up and are filling that leadership role very well. I think that our seniors are doing a great job. Just all around, I think everyone's holding everyone accountable. There's no people who are way above in terms of leadership, so I think that we're all just doing a great job of holding each other accountable and getting better.
Well, whether it's Carrie and Clarissa, or even yourself as a junior this year, have you noticed or sensed other players stepping up into taking greater leadership roles?
Yeah, definitely. I think even during conditioning, we're getting after each other, saying, hey, you can make that a little bit quicker, you can do that. And I think we've never had that sort of standard that we've had in years past. We're kind of setting the bar a little bit higher this year, which will be good for us.